Well, good evening. We're joined tonight by someone who we've had on our interview segments before, and you're familiar with him. It's Dr. Dan Ponder from Drury. And Dan, thanks for being here. You're also the head of the Metter Center.
That's right, Metter Center for Politics and Citizenship.
Want to make sure we get that out there, because there's a lot of really nice programming y'all are having coming up, and we'll talk more about that at a different time. But what we wanted to focus on a bit tonight was what some folks are wondering about, which is how is it the state legislature up in Jeff City is able to talk about things like putting right to work back into motion. Folks thought that, well, that got defeated last August. Other thing about the minimum wage increase that folks voted through in November, well, now there's talk, well, we may have to undo a little bit of that in Jeff City. So how is all of this possible? The people voted. Yeah,
the people voted, and you kind of have to break it down into two segments. One is a legal question, can they do this? And the other is more of a normative, should they be doing this? The legal question is actually pretty straightforward in that they can. Even through the initiative process, which is in Missouri, a fairly rigorous process. You know, to get a ballot, to get an issue on the ballot, you have to have 5% of the eligible voters in 6 of 8 congressional districts across the state. To get a constitutional amendment, you have to have 8% in each of at least 6. So it's not like a matter where you can just go to an urban area or even, you know, Greene County, but it has to show that there's widespread agreement across the state. And then these things also passed pretty heavily, you know, in most cases more than 60%. And so, but what happens is, you know, once it's made, once an initiative gets on the ballot and the voters vote and they vote it in, it's a law just like if the legislature did it. The only difference is an initiative obviously cannot be vetoed by the governor, but once it's, you know, it's thrown into a pile of all the other laws. And so just like any other law that the legislature has made, they can go in and change it if they want to.
Well, if the folks vote through an amendment to the Missouri Constitution, what exactly is it that the legislature can do to countermand that?
Well, what they can do, what they're trying to do, so for example, with right to work, or the Sunshine Law in particular. Let's look at the Sunshine Law for a second.
Right, so this is the Clean Missouri.
This is the Clean Missouri, exactly.
That folks voted for. They said we want what they say is better transparency, more transparency in state government.
Exactly.
And we saw last week or so that the House has said, well, we're going to have the right to
exempt and so forth.
Some of these communications. Okay.
Well, the way that can work is they can't go in without another constitutional amendment and overturn it. But what they can do is, if you look at the way the constitutional amendment is constructed, it's in the application of the Sunshine Law to various legislators, and they want to, you know, perhaps extend the exemptions to lower, you know, county, city officials and so forth. So what they're trying to do, though, is go to the Sunshine Law itself and put those exemptions in the Sunshine Law, because the constitutional amendment essentially is in the application of the Sunshine Law. So what they can do is go take the law itself as opposed to the application and go after it that way.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, it's very clever, and it's legal. Now, of course, there's a different question, right? Whether they should be doing this. In doing some work a month or so ago, I was looking at just, you know, looking at some of the counties, and I was just specifically trying to find some of the most conservative counties, even the most conservative counties, liberal counties, just to see. And in most of those cases, you know, even a very conservative county, like say Jasper County over by Joplin, for example, or you know, up around St. Joe, they passed some of these laws, you know, voted on these initiatives by roughly the equivalent, or pretty close, or even when they lost, even when the initiative lost, it was pretty close to 50-50. So these types of initiatives that we just voted on in November have very widespread support, conservative counties, moderate counties, liberal counties, and so, you know, that sort of begs the question, should they be doing this? Now, as we both know, it's a basic tenet of Poli-Sci 101 that legislators have their own constituencies, and they know their constituencies, but nonetheless, it does seem to be a somewhat aggressive move on what seems to be a fairly clear signal from the electorate.
Now, speaking of the electorate, we have a representative democracy. So why then do we even have these initiatives in the first place? Not every state does.
Right, not every state does, only about 24 actually.
So why Missouri? What's the point of this?
Well, a point is really just simply whether or not, to what degree do you want citizens to participate directly. And as I was talking about a little bit ago, that process is fairly arduous to even get it on there. One thing that the Secretary of State Ashcroft did say was that one of the things he wants to do is look at reforming the petition, the initiative process, because what happens right now is anybody can go in and put a petition in. And it is fairly arduous. I think he said something like almost 400 last year. And that does take, worker hours and money and so forth to go through that. Most of those won't even get, a lot of those are actually symbolic, that they don't even try to go out and get the signatures for. So there are some, I think, the Kansas City Star recently came out with an editorial where they talked about some, sort of common sense, like, okay, everybody has to pay a reasonable filing fee, not really expensive, but a reasonable filing fee that gets returned to you if you if it actually makes it to the ballot, so it's really.
Thanks for participating in all.
Yeah,
of this.
Exactly, right. So what can happen? But that also would probably diminish these, more frivolous. Well, I have no intention of really going out and getting the signatures.
But it's just symbolic.
Yeah, and it really is just a matter of having. It's kind of direct democracy in a way, really. And
fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Dan Ponder from Drury University with us tonight. Thanks very much.
Thank you.